So, welcome to my 23rd C# tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to learn about structs. Just before we begin, I've been getting some feedback from viewers that they would like to see a set of advanced tutorials being created, and I will do that very soon. I'm going to create more detailed tutorials on what we've already learned in the beginner tutorials, for those who wish to have a more in-depth knowledge into C# as a whole. So in this tutorial, go ahead and create a console application. That's the one, and in it we're going to show you how to use structs. Now, struct is short for structure, and they're very useful. And I'll show you why. It's hard to explain exactly what they are, but I will show you what they are, and then you'll know what they are. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is an example of a program, okay, using instance variables. In other words, variables, they can be accessed anywhere in our namespace here. That's one thing I'm going to cover in the advanced tutorials, which is variable scope. But for the meantime, we'll just do this here. So static int no int, and we're going to call this one age. Okay, hang on. Oh, duh. Sorry, in here, int age, string name. Okay, so here we've created a variable, an instance variable called age and one called name. Okay, so say we go ahead and set our age equals Ted, and our age doesn't equal Ted, our name equals Ted. Okay, oh sorry, this should be static. I'm not doing too good at this today. And our age is equal to 12. Okay, now that's all great and dandy, but what if we want more than one person? We can't use any previous details. So if I want to create another person, and there equals to John, and their age equals 31, this overwrites this. You will no longer be able to access these values. So if you want to have more than one person, you're in a bit of trouble. So structs are a way around this. So to create a struct, all you do is type struct, yes, that easy, and call it person. Now this is your name of your struct. You can call it whatever you want. I just call it person. Okay, so in struct we write public because it's going to be accessible. That's pretty much all you need to know. And we give it a name or variable type, so string, and then name, and then public int age. Okay, so there we've created a struct. It's pretty much similar to the instance variable, only we've changed static to public, and we've put it inside a struct body. Okay, now to allocate this struct to an object, we write the struct name, which is person, and we give the object a name, so person1. Okay, so person1 dot name equals Ted, person1 dot age equals 12. Okay, now that I've set name and age to Ted and 12, now if we want another person, we type person 2, person2.name equals John, person2.age equals 71. Now, okay, we've added this little bit onto the front, but it won't overwrite the variables. Each person stores its own name and age, or whatever variables you put in this, and I'll illustrate that. I'm going to show you another very useful thing you can do in the write line. This is formatting your text. Okay, so first person name I'll explain that in a second. Okay, this is a very useful feature in C#, and I think it's done better in C# than in languages such as Java and stuff, which C# is based off. What this does is you can write out your string, okay, and then you put in 2 brackets and then a number in them, okay. Now, as it's a computer, it starts at 0 and then counts upwards. So once you've finished your string, put a comma and your variable, and the first one is 0, the second one is the number 1, the third one is 2, and so on and so forth. Okay, but what it does is it replaces this with the contents of the variable, and it'll replace this with the contents of this variable. Now, in other languages, it would be like this. Say, for example, percent at in Objective-C, for example. Okay, and say I wanted to use the person name twice, I would have to do person1 name twice, but this is better because I can just type in the number and it will know which one. But that's only for geeks who want to know that kind of stuff. Anyway, you'll see what I mean here whenever this runs. Okay, so you run it, and anyway, there we have first person's name is Ted, first person age is 12, first person name is John, second person age is 31. So you see this has been replaced with the contents of that, and this has been replaced with that, and likewise in the second one. So that's just an intro to structs. It is very useful in some things. Game making, for example, like if you had an image and you wanted to move it about the screen, you could store its X and Y position and the name of the image or whatever. But for the time being, that's a simple use of structs, and also how to format your text. I hope that's helped you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and comment with your suggestions or whatever. Thanks for watching.